My daughter, every day I thank God for giving us a kind and hardworking child like you. But your 35th birthday is getting closer and I'm afraid.
Your mother is right. We don't want you to become another victim of the Anozi family rumor.
Father, mother, why do you both believe that rumor? Has anyone ever proved this true? Obagali, it's what we've always known. We don't know if it's true, my daughter. But your older sister is 55 and has never married. Many women in our family had the same fate.
People laugh at our family.
I'm tired of living in fear because of what people say. I believe God has a good future for me. We understand, my child.
Yeah. Promise us one thing, Obagali. If there is someone you love, don't keep it to yourself. Don't let fear steal your happiness.
There is someone, but I don't know if he feels the same way about me.
Who is he?
His name is Obiora.
Little did Obagali know that revealing Obiora's name would begin a journey that would change her life forever. The village of Ofanta was one of the most beautiful villages anyone had ever seen. It was surrounded by tall, ancient trees whose branches spread across the land like giant umbrellas. Every morning, the sweet songs of birds filled the air, while a cool breeze blew gently through the village. Green farms stretched as far as the eye could see, producing fresh yams, cassava, vegetables, and fruits. A clear stream flowed peacefully beside the village, providing clean water for everyone. The people of Ofanta were known for their kindness, honesty, and respect for tradition. They lived in simple mud houses with beautiful thatched roofs. Every evening, children laughed as they played together, while the elders sat beneath a large iroko tree, telling stories and teaching the younger generation about their culture. At the center of the village stood a large market that attracted traders from many nearby villages. It was the pride of Ofanta. On every market day, the market became full of life. Women displayed colorful fabrics, fresh vegetables, baskets, pots, spices, palm oil, and many other goods. Men brought goats, chickens, and farm produce to sell. The sound of happy greetings, laughter, and bargaining filled every corner of the market. Among all the families in Ofanta, there was one family that everyone knew very well. It was called the Anozi family. The Anozi family was respected because they were hardworking and peaceful. But for many years, people whispered about something that frightened everyone in the family. There was an old rumor that no daughter from the Anozi family would get married after the age of 35. Nobody knew where the rumor came from. Nobody knew whether it was true. Yet almost everyone believed it. Many women in the family had reached the age of 35 without getting married. Because of that, the rumor continued to grow stronger with every passing year. Children grew up hearing the same story. Parents warned their daughters about it. Even visitors who came to Ofanta had heard about the strange rumor. As time passed, the rumor became something people accepted without asking questions. In the Anozi family lived a beautiful young woman named Obagali. Obagali was 34 years old. She was kind, respectful, hardworking, and loved by almost everyone in Ofanta. Every morning before sunrise, she opened her fish shop in the village market. Her fish was always fresh, neatly arranged, and sold at fair prices. People traveled from nearby villages just to buy fish from her. Obagali's fish is always the best, customers often said with smiles. She treated everyone with respect, whether they were rich or poor. Because of her good heart, her business continued to grow every year. Even though she was successful, there was one thing missing from her life. She was not married. As her 35th birthday drew closer, her parents became more worried every single day. Whenever they sat together for dinner, the conversation always returned to one subject.
You are a wonderful woman. We pray every day that God will bless you with a good husband.
I want to get married, I truly do. But I believe marriage should happen with the right person.
She respected her parents very much, but hearing the same words every day made her heart heavy. Obagali also had an older sister. Her sister was already 55 years old. She had never been married. Villagers, look at her older sister. She never married. The same thing will happen to Obagali if she is not careful. Many people pointed at her life as proof that the rumor about the Anozi family was real. Those words hurt the entire family. Older sister, Obagali, I love you deeply. I never want you to experience the same pain I have carried for many years. Sometimes when nobody was watching, she cried quietly because she wished her sister would have a different future. As the days passed, Obagali also became worried. She tried to stay strong on the outside. She smiled at customers. She worked hard every day. But deep inside, fear slowly began to fill her heart. There was someone she had secretly loved for a long time. His name was Obiora. Obiora was one of the kindest young men in Ofanta. He and Obagali had been close friends for many years. They talked often, laughed together, and always respected each other. The more time Obagali spent with him, the more she fell in love. I hope that one day he will feel the same. One evening, after closing her fish shop, she gathered the courage to tell him how she truly felt.
Opening up to you. I have been in love with you for a long time.
I'm sorry, I am in love with someone else.
Her hands trembled as they walked along a quiet village path. The morning after Obagali's heart was broken, she woke up with swollen eyes. She had cried throughout the night, but she did not want anyone to know. She washed her face, wore a gentle smile, and prepared for another day at the village market. As always, a fish stall was filled with fresh fish arranged neatly in baskets. Customers came from different villages because they trusted her. They greeted her warmly, but behind her smile, her heart was full of pain. When she returned home that evening, her parents were waiting for her.
My daughter, we know you are hurting, but please don't give up. You are still young, there is still hope.
Her mother held her hands tightly. We don't want you to become another victim of the old rumor. We are praying that before your 35th birthday, a good man will come into your life. Obagali nodded quietly. I will not stop believing, she replied, even though fear was slowly growing inside her. Her older sister felt even more concerned. She loved Obagali with all her heart and did not want history to repeat itself. Whenever she heard of a responsible young man in any nearby village, she encouraged Obagali to meet him. Please, just give him a chance, she would say. Obagali agreed because she respected her family. Over the next few months, she met many different men. Some only cared about her successful business. Some wanted her money. Others did not truly respect her. Each time she hoped for something good, the relationship ended in disappointment. One after another, the men left her life. As her birthday drew closer, people in the village began to whisper again. The Anozi family rumor will happen again. No daughter escapes it. Poor Obagali. Those words reached her ears almost every day. Although they hurt her deeply, she continued working hard in the market. Meanwhile, in another village called Ezeania, there lived one of the richest and most respected families in the region. The Ezeania family owned large farms, many businesses, and beautiful lands. They were known for their kindness and generosity, and people honored them wherever they went. Among them was a young man named Obiefuna. Obiefuna was handsome, wise, hardworking, and very successful. Many young women dreamed of marrying him because he came from a wealthy family. Almost every week, different families visited his parents, hoping their daughters would become his wife. But Obiefuna refused every proposal. He wanted something that money could never buy. He wanted true love. One evening, his father spoke to him. My son, many good women wish to marry you. Why do you keep saying no? Obifuna smiled respectfully. Father, I do not want someone who loves me because of our wealth. I want someone who will love me for who I am. His mother smiled proudly. You have a kind heart, my son. May God lead you to the right woman. After thinking carefully, Obifuna made an unusual decision. He decided to leave Eziania and travel to Ofanta. He dressed in simple clothes that made him look like an ordinary young man. No one who saw him would ever imagine that he came from one of the richest families in the land. He wanted people to know him before they knew about his family's wealth. A few days after arriving in Ofanta, he walked through the busy village market. The market was full of life. Women called out to customers. Children ran happily between the stalls. The smell of roasted corn and fresh food filled the air. As Obifuna looked around, one fish stall caught his attention. A young woman stood behind it with a warm smile, serving every customer with kindness and patience. It was Obagali. She welcomed every customer with respect and never cheated anyone. Obifuna watched quietly. This woman is different, he thought. When his turn came, he greeted her politely. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Obagali replied with a smile. What would you like to buy today? He bought fresh fish, bread, and palm oil from her. Before leaving, he thanked her warmly. Thank you for your kindness. You are welcome, Obagali answered. From that day, Obifuna returned to her shop many times. Sometimes he bought fish, sometimes he only stopped by to greet her. Little by little, they became friends. They talked about life. They laughed together. Sometimes they walked through the village after the market closed. They visited the riverside and sat beneath the large trees, sharing stories about their dreams. For the first time in many months, Obagali found herself smiling again. She felt peaceful whenever Obiefuna was around. One quiet evening, as they sat beneath a large tree, Obagali finally opened her heart. There is something I have never told you, she said softly. Obiefuna listened carefully. My family believes there is a cause. The days passed quickly, and before anyone realized it, Obagali's 35th birthday arrived. Instead of celebrating, her family was filled with sadness. Her mother sat quietly, wiping tears from her eyes. Her father looked worried as he stared into the distance. Even her older sister could not hide her pain. Although they smiled at Obagali, everyone knew what people in the village would say. The next morning, the rumors spread through Ofanta. Obagali is 35 now. The family curse has happened again. We knew it would happen. Just like her older sister, she will never get married. Some people shook their heads with pity. Others laughed quietly. Many believed the old rumor had finally come true. Those words reached Obagali's ears almost every day. At first, she tried to ignore them, but as the weeks turned into months, she slowly began to lose hope. She continued selling fish in the market because she loved her work, but the bright smile people once knew slowly disappeared. Even though customers still loved her and respected her, the pain inside her heart continued to grow. Whenever she returned home, she prayed quietly. Dear God, she whispered, if marriage is not meant for me, please give me the strength to accept it. Help me live in peace. Her parents never stopped encouraging her. My daughter, her mother would often say, never lose your faith. God can change any situation. But Obagali only smiled gently. Deep inside, she believed her chance had already passed. Through all of this, one person never left her side, Obiefuna. He continued visiting her at the market. He helped her carry heavy baskets. He encouraged her whenever she felt discouraged. He reminded her that her value did not depend on what people said. Without realizing it, Obifuna had fallen deeply in love with her. Every day he admired her kindness. He admired her patience. He admired her honesty. He admired the way she treated everyone with respect, even those who spoke badly about her. One evening, after returning to Ezinea village, Obifuna gathered his parents together, smiled while his parents the joy. If she has the kind of heart you have described, his father said, then she is already a treasure. His mother nodded. We have always prayed that you would choose a wife because of love. not because of beauty or wealth. We fully support you. A few days later, the Eziania family prepared everything needed for a traditional marriage introduction. They dressed in beautiful traditional clothing and traveled to Ofanta with gifts. When they arrived at the Anuzi family compound, everyone was surprised. The visitors were welcomed warmly. After greetings and prayers, Obifuna's father finally spoke. We have come with respect and good intentions. He smiled warmly at Obagali's parents. Our son, Obiefuna, has chosen your daughter, Obagali, as the woman he wishes to marry. We have come to ask for her hand in marriage. For a moment, nobody spoke. Obagali's parents looked at each other in complete surprise. Her older sister covered her mouth in shock. Obagali herself could hardly believe what she had just heard. Tears slowly rolled down her cheeks. She looked at Obiefuna. He smiled gently, then he spoke. Obagali, from the very first day I met you, I admired your kindness. I did not come looking for beauty or riches. I came looking for good heart and I found it in you. I love you. I have loved you for a long time. If you are willing, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Obagali could no longer hold back her tears. With a joyful smile, she answered softly, Yes. The compound immediately filled with celebration. Her parents cried tears of joy. Her older sister hugged her tightly. Neighbors who had gathered outside could hardly believe what they were seeing. The news spread throughout Ofanta faster than the wind. Obagali is getting married. The rumor was not true. The Anozi family was never cursed. People who had once believed the story realized they had accepted fear without knowing the truth. Soon, preparations for the traditional wedding began. People from Ofanta and Eziania came together to celebrate. Traditional dancers performed joyfully. Drummers filled the air with beautiful rhythms. The elders blessed the couple. Families laughed together. The entire village celebrated the union between Obagali and Obiefuna. That day, the old rumor finally lost its power. The people of Ofanta learned an important lesson. Never believe rumors without knowing the truth. False stories can destroy hope, hurt innocent people, and mislead an entire community. If you enjoyed this story and want more inspiring African stories like this, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next story. Thank you for watching.